Hey everybody. Well, we're back. And today we're probably gonna get into some more combat. We're gonna get down to board and combat there. There's gonna be the first interactions with the raiders. Um we're also gonna see what is down there. What is available. Because I am kinda curious because there is the gravity mod and I'm kinda curious if that's part of this one. Um, so we'll see. That always, and you guys will recognize it is always with the little girl sitting there once you go down and first enter into Concord. And, you know, it's like, maybe I'll investigate that one, right? That'll lead to some issues and some strife with the gunners and stuff like that. I'm not all 100% okay with it because it is kind of trafficking, right? Because they are taking the gunners and capturing them and then, you know, trafficking them out. I don't know if I'm okay with that, but we're not a big fans of the gunners either, and it's not like we're really participating in that aspect or that aspect is really shown, right? Well, some things, but you know what I mean. So we'll see how we handle that. But hey, coming back in a little bit more fallen world. We're trying to figure out how we like it. We're trying to figure out how it's flowing. Of course, there are certain things that we know that we have some issues with. Um, but then we have to see if we can figure out Maine, and then figure out what's going on with the survivors, right? Again, we also right now what's in question is if we eat and our weapon is out, does that not count? Come on. Like I'm trying to figure out what exactly is happening here, right? And then of course, if you have your weapon drawn and you try to heal, that doesn't do anything. So you have to put your weapon away before the healing takes effect. And I'm like, well, that's kind of that's not okay because you're supposed to have some things that work in the middle of combat. So putting your weapon away in the middle of combat just so you heal, that is counterintuitive. Just saying. All right, so fast. Remember this. If this is the kind of stuff you like to see, kind of stuff to get into. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know. You know, what do you think of the podcast? Let me know. Hey, what do you listen? What do you watch? Hey, anything, but hey, just comment. Say something. You know, even if it's just to say hi. And then also, most importantly, and it's free. Hit that subscribe. We're 20 or so subscribers away, hitting 1,000, and every single one of it makes a difference. And it really is. So go ahead, jump in there. All right, guys. Looking forward to this. Well, once again, so let me give you the first one. All right. Hit that continue button. I don't forgot where we are. I really have. I think we're still in Sanctuary. And we're we got dog meat with us. But I'm gonna tell you, this has been kind of brutal, this whole thing. All right. So we'll see. It has some things to load in and everything, so that might take a little bit, and it's gotta get used to it. Let's see where our see that. All right, Wasteland Wayfarer is still active. We have to go do our thing because yes, I still have not figured out exactly how to fix the issue with the custom camera. And for those of you that are wondering, the issue with the custom camera is this. Right now, the default setting with the way this is set up is it's set up over 30 and then at 0 height or vertical. So for me, I hate that, right? We don't go into third person. We do, but we don't, right? We'll probably end up spending more time in first person. And because I got to be honest with you, this mod list is truly geared for first person. Why do I say that? Because certain things, most importantly is the survival aspects of it, right? One is the oh gosh, what is it called? With the gas mask, right? So that mod is set up so that that it basically requires you to wear gas masks throughout, at certain times. And, when radiation is very heavy and things like that. And then so there's a big atmospheric change to the base Fallout game, right? There's more radiation you have to deal with. And in order to do so, you have to wear a gas mask and things like that. Well, the visuals with the gas mask on are completely set up so that it looks normal and works in first person view. But when you switch to third person, now all of a sudden the visuals are off. The gas mask doesn't actually work the way it should, and you can see, and really it's distort the lens that you're supposedly looking through is now off center, and it kind of actually makes it look terrible actually. So it's not the best of look. So right there, that when the gas mask has to come out, that means you have to go back to first person, or you're sitting there and you're seeing kind of this cutout just hanging in the middle of your screen, where you're like, oh, that's my, that's the glasses, right? That's my eye covering, the shield, or whatever you call it. And it's just floating there, and it's like it's kind of obtrusive, and it's kind of like it's just like a big this thing. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, once we get out of here, maybe I'll show you. Okay, so now we got this working. Okay, so if I just come over here, let me put the gas mask on. Right? Alright, so I got the gas mask on. Okay. And you can see how things are pretty normal, right? And then if I come over here. So I come over and then say I hit this. You can see, so there's the white and what's it? Now I go to third person, and in certain situations, as this gets dirtier, right, it's clear now. But as the what's name cover gets dirty, while we're out, what's happening is you'll see that part of the screen will get dirty and opaque, right? And then you can't see through it. And then that's supposed to be your lenses. But it's in third person, it's only floating over part of the screen instead of the full thing. While first person, right? If it gets dirty, it's the whole thing. You can see and tell. Now, this mask looks a little different. Let me come back over here. Headwear. We have a different one. And so you can see it looks a little bit different, right? So you can actually see the edges, and you can see some streaks there. And And then when you go to first, you can see right there. Look, you see what I'm saying? Right there. So right there is your mask, right? You kind of looking through it, but unfortunately, and that's why I say it's not really made for third person, right? What it's really saying is that yeah, no, we put this together in first person, right? And that's it. So, and it's a little bit more noticeable with that mask instead of this mask. So now we got the mask on, and then again I go to third person. Okay, so this mask kind of works better, but doesn't. See that? And I think it kind of works better because it has it kind of technically has a wider view, so it takes a little bit more to the point where you're seeing things. And yeah, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at there. Now, I did have somebody ask me in the comments, and I know I did say, all right, so let's get back. So I did say, they asked, how do we get to level 10? So there's a set of mods that I added, and then I'll make sure I'll post that in my response to them too. There's a set of mods that I added um, for my enjoyment, and technically, rest assured, or you understand that these are mods that for me I can't play the game without. I don't really care one bit what the mod list is doing outside of these mods, right? So I will play, and try to work through different mod lists and do whatever. But there is a set of mods that I just refuse, right? Skyrim, I have a set for that. Fallout, I have a set for them for that one. Starfield, I have a set of mods that I refuse to play without. It just is not going to happen. I am not playing a game without these mods. This one for Fallout, there's a set. Crazy Earl Scrapyard, always at it. I don't give a darn what scrap mod is already there. I will overwrite it with Crazy Earl Scrapyard. Plain and simple. Um, Immersive containers. I'll figure out where in the mod list it needs to go, where it is the least intrusive. And what we mean by that is, so one test right now, if I have it in the right spot, is the roads. Because this one uses a repair mods, right, for the housing, and there's a definite conflict between that and the immersive containers. And what happens is once you do that, then your roads do this. So I still haven't found the appropriate place for it. For me, that is unacceptable, right? And generally, even though I say I will not play without immersive containers, but if it gets this bad, then yeah, I have no choice but to take it out. If it stays like this, I just because now all of a sudden it's more of an issue of this just breaks. You know what I mean? It's unacceptable to me for this to happen. So, and then if it's something that I'm doing that causes that, then I have to remove it. So that will dictate what I play with right? And then I have some lootable crates mods. I have 4 different lootable crates, and then vault-tec boxes and stuff like that. That's because I am a looter, and I cannot go through a gameplay without some sort of loot in these crates, right? I can't. It just bugs me to no end when you go and there's just a I want to say a set piece there that's not accessible, that hasn't doesn't have anything in it, and then it could be empty as long as but it just can't be something I walk up to and it does absolutely nothing, right? So when I walk up to this, it should do something, right? And then if it has anything in there, okay. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. But it shouldn't just be there for show. And then so that is something to look at and figure out. And then this irks me to no end, though, right? Because every single creature that we have killed in the game so far drops nothing. And then I don't know if there's supposed to be a like some sort of hunting, um, a hunting of the Commonwealth mod or something that we're supposed to be able to go in here and actually, you know, skin and butcher and everything like that. If that's the case, where am I just not able to do that yet? And then that will make sense. But right now, I don't know of one, so I don't know why you don't get anything off of there. But the problem, and the reason why it's a problem for me, is because so far when we try to eat food or eat something, we don't get anything from it. Like here, when I look up at this cabinet, and you can see now it had stuff in there, but it doesn't now. Did you see here? I look there, nothing. So that to me is a set piece, right? It's just for show, and that is I find annoying. But that's because I loot, and I like to loot everything. Oh, that's right. We can now try to lock it.
Sweet.
Okay. And then, yeah, see. Now, another thing is, see, immersive containers also does this. It makes this car lootable now. Not all, right? But it does make that one. And I honestly think that's where we're getting the conflict, right? Because now it turns this what originally was just a set piece here, right? Something that was just there into a container, and I think it's interfering with this stuff here. And that could be completely wrong, right? And then again, like I said, because of the where it is in the what do you call it? Load order, we're having issues. We're having trouble. I'm gonna do this real quick because it's gonna repair this house. At least, but you can see the foundation disappears, right? So we have to get to the right position, and maybe it won't reappear until we're out of this menu. But yeah, to me that's it's not okay. Not all right. All right, what time is it? Because I don't want to go late in the day, and then I do need to make sure we. It says 7:15, so I think that's 7:15 a.m. Right? 7:16. That's got to be morning, right? And then, why is this? Like I said, why is this so unacceptable? One is simply because I've seen it as bad as like this will drop out, and then it's a hole, and you will drop down into that hole, and now we got to use console commands just to get out of it. So I have to figure out exactly what's going on here. I'm gonna hit something real quick here. Then I'm gonna look at this, and it says repair the bridge, and it only takes 20 wood and 15 steel. I'm gonna do it. What's funny is the first tree that we scrapped is added. The second tree, that little one, is more than likely the vanilla tree that was already. All right. I just wanted to repair the bridge. All right, let's get up. Now, you notice we already have the dog, so that means we've already been in practice. Cool. All right, so you can see our gear. We had a scavenger come into the town last night, right? And we took them out. And well, they took us out first, so we came back and we took them out. So look at the difference. Like I turn like I almost have to have the flashlight constantly on all the time because of how dark and gloomy everything is. You know, and I'm not overly mad at it, right? Because I really like how it lights up everything instead of us having to worry about it being, directional. So this is fine. I can live with it. You see, this is also immersive containers. So now we've already had our battle here, right? We got the dog, and then we had our battle with the wolf. Now we have not kicked in any kind of we have not kicked in any kind of we have not turned this into a settlement. And the main reason I never do anymore, I used to all the time, but um, I was reading, and what it told me, and
Nice.
what my reading said, was that it tries to when Fallout loads this area, it loads Sanctuary, and if this is a settlement, it will always load this one, and I believe it's Abernathy. And so it always tries to load those three, always, right? And especially if they're settlements, you, and then basically you don't want that because that uses up a lot of resources. Right? That's what I wanted. And then anything we might have. Reason I don't think we've checked them is because even if they're empty, they should look like this when we come to them. Okay. How do I get the door? Uh, so then, see the trash bin now? We'll have stuff in it. Dice cooler is always that's vanilla. See, then we have the cooking thing, but I don't have anything that I can cook. Quite a bit. You see these crates now, they're gonna have stuff in them, and generally it's usually just something
Hey,
simple.
wait
You
there. Hold position. Stay there.
right? Can you what? All right, so that's what that's gonna do there. We don't need that. Let's check up here. Inspect wooden crate. Wait. All right, let's move. Let's go. All right. Yeah, we still got to get used to that. Just, all right, we're gonna take the cloth. Let's see, the cardboard boxes usually now have stuff in them. Those things. that like a second layer of soap? Alright. Second. We're gonna get our weapon out. We're gonna go person and that's nice. But we're going to switch. We know. Get it? I heard the little ching. I think I got it. So, let's see. Down there. That. No. Come on, have something on you, bruh. Have some meat. And no, I still haven't found where the AP drain comes from. But right now, we're not losing it. You know, like, yeah, I took, like I said before, I was under AP drain. And what I'm not a fan of is the calculation for AP drain. Sneaking. Not the actual idea. I just think the calculation should be 1/4 of the actual calculation for AP drain on sprinting. That makes more sense to me. What doing that? We saw both. And we did a lot of shooting. But we saw both of them come in this house. They didn't just shoot all the way across through the house, did they? God, these things are hard to come by. God did it. Oh, it should have been nice. Take that. Leave that. Anything good? Come on, have something. So obviously there's a thing about scarcity. What do you stash? Alright. Anything good? There's a house. Is this the house though? Really? That's it? Let's see. So whatever's happening here isn't really isn't all. You know, there's some things overriding certain things. Alright. That's good. Where did they go? There were two that ran into this house. You guys saw it. Okay, the AP drain is happening. Holy cow. Where's your buddy, bud? Anything? That take like a whole clip to take him down? Alright. Anybody else besides me not feeling very comfortable here? And then you see how the wipe thing just disappeared? All right, we're not going down. Not yet. We're gonna investigate a little further in. You can see this has changed now. I think this is in the schoolhouse. Right there, bud. All right, the fact that it takes so many shots to put him down, very, very alarming. Oh shoot! Get up! Get up! Sorry. This one. I know I can turn my back. Like 2 or 3 that went over here by the house. Oh shoot! This manual reload thing kicked in my butt. All right, all right. I know where I'm. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm gonna have no bullets left by the time I even get down and talk to the girl. What is that? I'm gonna have to go back to Sanctuary just to get more books, more ammo. Really? Oh, that's a lot. Oop, that. What's this holster do?
There we go.
Yes. Okay, so now here's something I do. Oop. Alright, I gotta be honest with you. Some of their accessories. Oop. There it is. Alright, you see it says plus 10 carry. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Right? I believe should not have interfered with anything, but there is something I do because tapes. I don't know what that one is. Settings. It's not under there. Here. Right, I can't find it. That helps out, but usually I ensure that for backpacks for the Commonwealth that I have the ability to have the settings. That, that as well. Where are my bobby pins? Are you kidding me? You're gonna. You know? Excuse me.
Out of bobby pins.
I know I'm out of bobby pins. That sucks. If I'm not mistaken. There should be Raiders. Base. Need the trick. I don't know. I think right now it's kind of signal. Oh, and then survival quick save. Another. See that down right there? What is what is he doing? Tell me there's a Raider veteran. Okay, I don't see the girl, so more likely that that mod is illegal. There's a Raider veteran. Trying to hold him. See what I'm talking about? Like, I don't even know, but I don't think I'm hurt. And I was looking at the wrong bar, I think. That's how the AP go down. Less than half. Throw him. Loan number, like, is this the one? And it's gonna tell me about it. Hey. Oh, yeah. Intercepted. Yeah. That's it? One. That's a place now. That's nice. I'm sitting here. I'm actually craning my neck around the corner to see if I can see anything more down the street. Oh my goodness. Okay. still so worried about somebody coming up on from behind. Better be shooting at somebody. Or reshoot somebody down there.
Getting tired yet?
There it is.
Aw, man, come back! I was having fun.
Hey, up here, on the balcony.
Alright.
I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
All right, hold on. Shh.
Hey, come back!
I hear somebody.
No sign of him now.
Where is it?
Who's there?
Herbal tonic. Okay. Oh, hey. What's that? Anything good? Right. Someone's around here. They hear us. But where? Ow! Ow! Where? Where? Help me out here. I mean, we were like sitting ducks though, right out there in the open. What are we gonna do?
Hey, get back here and fight!
That's So one real cool thing, right? So you got to be on your toes here. I mean, like majorly strong man. Look at this case. I like it better. Yeah. Quick simplified SMG. We got no round. They got splint. All right. I don't even think that's the right rounds for that. I think this was alright. Steel plate arm left. Take that. Left, right. Those. That. Those. And then short, homemade, self-loading. Self-loading. How many rounds? 8. I don't know what self-loading is actually. Alright. What do you got? Take the uniform. Oh, leave Broham out here in his underwear. Got. Now you can see right here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Right, we don't have the weapon. Raider boomstick. We definitely take that. Right, that. Yes. Take it. Splint bandage. Today. Alright, thank you, kind sir. Alright. Yeah. One of the main reasons I always require the cheap terminal. Right? It's not hard. Built the mod list. I added it. One of the main reasons is this reason right here. We're finding ourselves basically. Because remember, I am a weak person. 100%. How weak is this? Because we are like 90 plus percent of our capacity.
Time's up.
Wanna they alive or dead?
You're still alive?
It said pacify, so that makes me understand.
Hey, hey! I think I got something. Play
No more British occupation. Join or die. Back to England with you. You lost the back name. By the crown. Back
No
to
need
your
to
home.
hide. It'll all be over soon.
It belongs to America.
Come on out. I'll make
Have
it
your tea back,
nice
you
and quick.
chicken
You
eggs.
can trust me.
I do.
No taxation without representation. Let's send these crates back to London, boys.
When you turn up, you're dead.
Have your tea back, you
Show your
chicken
face.
eggs.
Come on, I dare you.
No taxation without representation. Let's send these crates back to London, boys.
You know we'll find you. Why not get it over with?
I found some extra caps. Just decided arbitrarily to say, hey, look, you found some extra.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Only a fucking coward hides.
We're about to be let's shoot this thing.
Scared, huh? You should be. Dumbass coward.
Keep killing the about to shoot a flag. Where are you?
Huh?
I'm doing the same thing, huh?
Who's out there?
Okay,
Oh man, please don't be ferals again.
alright. We're over encumbered. So, how do I handle this? Okay,
Hey, who's there?
no one. Stop playing with that. Okay. And then this function right here. Personal storage. Miscellaneous storage. Open it. And then for right now,
Shit's got ambush all over it.
I'm going to
Nothing
put
there
away.
now.
That's good. And we do have some rounds for it. Nothing for that one. Vintage repeater. Only need one of the boomsticks. Might even, maybe I should use that on them. And right now, this is heavy steel arm plate. I think we should put those away for right now. me again. Put that helmet away.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Oh my goodness. She's getting kind of aggressive, isn't she?
Nothing. At least it sure as hell looks that way. What the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, I see a shadow. Is that her?
Hey,
Hey. You want to play?
the jet will make it. Who's there?
Who's here? Someone you did not expect. Someone you did not want to see. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh god. There you go. Okay. Okay. Likeness 2. That wasn't good.
I swear I must be going crazy.
Alright. So since the likeness is 2, it's not this one. Could be Claw. Did I get locked out already? There she is.
You are so dead.
Where are you? Okay, we got locked out. That's not good. I think I have I'm a little annoyed that we got locked out so quickly. That was weird. I didn't see like our status, like where we were. So was she moving around because we never got her up there, or was she just an additional roaming we don't normally see? A lot of the loot that's normally here. What the heck? Tinker's Castle. Cigarettes, ammo. Do we already have one?
I'm telling you, man, let's
just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy.
Who is it?
We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting.
Where'd the other guy go? Did we shoot like through both? We could. Seriously, one shot, both.
The hell was that?
Why's that door?
Now you can.
Oh. Oh. Now that hurt. Put her AP back. I don't want the flamethrower.
Inside.
That's gonna be a lot of weight. I want that, sure. Short waist.
In here. Let's go.
You're serious? I mean, it makes sense. There's folders in these. In each one. Yeah, I found extra cats. I'm not sure where, but. Okay, so yeah. The one that was roaming was this one up here. I never got him. Ibuprofen, we need that. We gotta look and see if we have a way of ourselves. I'm all about having plenty of them. Alright. So this one actually is better. like that. There it is. Where's my man?
Man, I don't know who
Hold
you
on,
are,
hold
but
on,
your time
hold
is
on.
impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Perfect. What?
That ain't it.
Minutemen. What?
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea.
Nope.
So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but things fell apart. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
God damn it.
Okay.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Kind of sounds rough, bro.
Sorry. Sounds really rough.
God damn it.
Thanks. It's good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us
That
wrong.
ain't it.
But, well, we do have one idea.
All it takes.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell her.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Okay. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
I dig. All right. Now we're talking.
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
All right. I'll help if I can.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Which is interesting. I can tell him I already grabbed it because I have one in my thing. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't like the change. Hey.
Ma'am.
Hail the conquering hero.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm just trying to do what's right.
Just trying to do what's right, ma'am.
Where's my dog?
Aw, I like you. You're just what this Commonwealth
notice that?
needs. And I hope your
he bail on
heart
him?
stays true. 'Cause you're gonna walk a long, hard road. I saw it.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Please, tell me what you know.
Just listen to me.
Or did he stay where I told him? Like, did I tell him to stay and he's still staying?
It's the chems, you see. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way since I was a girl.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I can see a bit of what was and what will be. And even what is right now.
Wow. I can too.
And right now, I can see there's something coming, drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
All right, what is it?
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more. Please.
Oh, I must got some hidden charisma somewhere.
I see. Oh. It's horrible, kid. Claws and teeth and horns. The very
Horns.
face of
No,
death
not
itself.
the horns.
That's all I can manage. That's all. I
Seemed like it
need
took a
to
lot.
rest now.
Yes, you rest.
You have a job to do.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Excellent.
we need that for sure. Oh, show. We got stuff angry out there. I think she was talking about Marcy, though. Marcy's the thing that we have to worry about. See, here's the problem. I'm a looter. So I can't just loot the thing. I'm getting over a cold here, so I got the lingering effects of, you know, yeah. Okay, let's see what this is. One of the things that I've noticed.
Perfect.
All right, so we have that. I will go back and check. All right, so this one over. Wait, I don't see it. And settlement visitors. Chief terminal. UCO settings.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that,
I think I need to gas.
Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors.
Okay, I need the gas. There's something about this armor I just can't figure it out. Maybe I need to find someone. All right, so for me, the first thing is that's BS, and that will be something that you just can't convince me is okay. And I think the main reason for it is because it's completely counter to how the game was created. So the game was created and written so that you have to grab
Up here.
the armor.
Boss, we got somebody up here.
So the game is created so that you have to grab this armor,
Why don't you get down here? Let you and my boys have a little talk.
and
Come
then
on, I got places to be. Something's out there.
and so it's created so that you grab the armor, right, and then you rip the minigun. But then, because you have the armor on, you can jump down straight from here. And so, don't get me wrong, I won't argue with you that, yeah, you should have some sort of qualification, or, that it makes sense for me to be able to qualify. Damn it. And I don't know where it's saved. I'm hoping it saves when you transition locations, but I don't think it does, so it's going to be wherever we last saved. And I don't remember the last time I saved. That's so F me. That's so, but now we know going up that far that is a thing, right? You don't have, we don't have the qualification for the armor, and again, it's counter to the original writing of the game, the way the game was intended, and now, in truth, I will say this is where you need the what's the name? Bandage. And we need some ibuprofen. The weapon. See, now this is the other thing where I'm gonna say, now this is where it becomes counter to I would say might be- and then let's see. So you saw all the stuff that we did, and I'm looking at the health bar right now to see if there's any improvement there. But this is what I'm talking about, where it's counter to the whole idea that one is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to use it while in action. So what I have to do is put away my weapon, right? So essentially I have to stop fighting. Put away my weapon in order for the heals to take place. And to me, that's completely counter to being, whatever, basically for it being useful, right? Because now you. Boomstick. Bandage. Where we're at. Shooting at something.
Think you can... Huh?
Seriously? Relatively straight one.
Don't quit, do you?
I don't quit. You don't quit. All right.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
All right, you gotta hold on a sec, man. There's another one in there somewhere. Wait. All right. I gotta go check. We gotta hit this stuff. Let's see. We'll take the ammo. We need the ammo. Alright, so it looks like we got it this time. We're gonna leave that. Yep. Is that right? That looks like way a lot of damage. A whole lot of damage for a pipe bolt action pistol. Okay, so yeah, so the main problem I have with it is, okay, if that's the case, then make it so you find whatever necessary, place the instruction material, right? So that at least you get a rudimentary um, level of experience in order to be able to use the armor here. Now, I've seen it where one of the things they do is, instead of doing that, why don't you, like, I've seen it where the armor self-destructs after a period of time, right? If you really don't want to give the player the armor, then make it do the self-destruct. Don't do, because I think that's one, it's just a lazy way of handling it. And then two, again, like I said, because it goes completely against the entire story, right? And what it means is you're supposed to come up here, and then you're supposed to grab the armor, grab the gun, and then jump off the building, jump down, right? And that's the key, right? That's what you need in order to jump down and engage the raiders. And then taking that away completely just countermands that, right? Also, that armor is supposed to be your protection against the death claw. The death claw isn't supposed to be easy to kill, and if you don't have that layer of protection in fighting the death claw, that's what it's supposed to be, that extra added layer of protection to allow you to basically be introduced to death claw, and gives you that way of, hanging in there in the fight. And so it just, like I said, it just seems like there wasn't an extreme amount of thought as far as trying to add that little, to do that without making sure you're not breaking any kind of flow and functionality of the game, of the quest line. And it's like you just added that in without any thought to the actual meaning and what is supposed to happen in that quest line. So that's why it really bothers me more so than anything. Is, I'm not attached to the power armor, right? Usually I'll take the suit, use it, jump down, go back to Sanctuary, and then put it on the power armor station, and it sits there for the remainder of my playthrough. Usually it's very rare that I actually use power armor at all. And then really the only time that I really significantly use it is for this quest, and when you have to go down and find the missing scientist down in the whatever that area is, that's in the what's the name, sea or whatever, that's completely radioactive, so you need the suit there, or a suit there. And so that's the only times that I really use it in the game. But again, I just take complete offense to the fact that you ruin this quest line here. So what you have to do now is you go up there, you find you can't use the suit, so now you got to come all the way back down here and come out here and then do the battle, right? Because you can't jump down. Now, what I did was I said, well, let me see if I can snipe a few people from up there, you know? And so, yeah, it didn't work out exactly the way it should, because, I kind of at a disadvantage there. I thought I picked up another, got this one, that Raider boomstick. We'll keep using this guy. So yeah, it just irks me to no end. And then, so my argument isn't, well, man, it sucks, you're taking away my, it isn't. I don't, because I really could care less about it, except for that particular storyline, that quest line, right? For that particular quest, I think it's essential that you keep it.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
See, right now, is she there? There she is.
Dead. Made a bad mistake, rookie.
So either she ran or it got. Can't tell.
Shit, lost him.
No more British occupation. Still around.
Found you.
Now. Hey, how you doing? So that is my argument. You know, so what we're doing. Freaking kidding me?
Have your tea back, you chicken imps! No taxation without representation! Let's send these crates back to London, boys!
No, we're gonna do that. That. Those. It says they're leveled up. I don't. Okay. Well, if I did, I did. But as we can see here, doesn't matter. We didn't get any. And then we can actually investigate this. Empty. Okay. Let's give it a try again. Alright, password is required. So you get 2 attempts. Okay, one of the duds have been removed. And that sucks. What we accidentally did was reset our tries. 0 licenses. Okay, so that's gonna tell us a lot, but we only have 1 try left, so we're kind of screwed. All right, so shots is done. Silks is done. Post is done. Calls is done. Oh, it might be our only option. All right, so of all the words, okay, so of all the words, all right, that are left, calls, no. Why? Because it ends in the S. We already tried. What did we try? Tanks. So anything ending in S is done. Posts ends in S is done. Silks ends in S is done. Shots. Bully
Nice.
is the only one. So, what my recommendation, right, to fix the issue is put a mag here, something, some sort of journal, reading, something, some sort of magazine that grants you, like I said, just a basic understanding of power up so that you can actually use it, right? If that is truly what you want to do is, you know, kind of limit, right? And then all the rest of the power armors in the game are going to require a more advanced level of expertise in order to use them. So you can use this one, but it's the only one that's low enough level that you can use. All the rest, you know, need another um, another training manual to make it so that you can actually operate it. That is a way if you want, but since I've seen so many times where the self-destruct, I'm like, what's wrong with the self-destruct? You want to just take the power armor away, but you could do a kind of a combination of both, where in this case here you do two things, right? So you make this armor basically kind of low enough level so that anybody can use it, and then the rest require a higher level. But this one self-destructs after the death claw is taken out, with power core beats or something. And to me, and I think that's the better way to handle that. Then, just like I said, it just seems very counter to what the game, how the game is put together. Because whether you agree with the writing of the game and everything that the game is, how the game handles certain things, it's like, yeah, whether you agree with it or not, it is how it is. And then so you can try to directly countermand or contradict the writing and what was intended, but it just seems like if you're going to do that, do it in a way that makes sense. Get him. Didn't get the lined up 2-for-1 deal like the last one, but this works.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you. The hell was that? Scared, huh? You should be.
Okay. I'm only scared that you mean us.
Show your face! Come on! I dare you!
You first. I promise. Just that the flames hurt, bro.
Hey, come back. I just want to talk.
I just want to talk to you. We can talk.
No sign of him now. End of the line!
You okay?
Come on. Inside.
See, these guys don't have any concept of what looting
here.
is all about.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Minutemen.
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea.
We're in
So I
first person
joined
right
up,
now,
wanted
but
to
I'm
make
gonna
a
have to go back
difference. And I
and
did.
reload the
Things fell apart.
settings.
Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
And these
Maybe?
Please, go on.
Nope.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
man, sounds rough.
Sorry. Sounds really rough.
Thanks. It's good to meet someone who really cares.
No, I didn't
Anyway.
say all that.
We figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
Yeah, all it takes.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell her.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
I guess I'm digging, right? Kinda, makes sense.
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
Okay. So how do we unstick ourselves?
So what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used
Oh,
by
like
the
the one I grabbed
military and
from
some companies
downstairs.
way back when.
Mm-hmm.
And we know right where to find one.
But we
Oh,
can't
yeah?
get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement,
No, it's not.
like behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Well, I already, yeah.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
All right, do we want to talk to Mama Murphy again?
You're a hero, girl. Coming here, helping us?
Oh, just trying to do what's right.
Just trying to do what's right, ma'am.
Aw, I like you. You're just what this Commonwealth needs. And I hope your heart stays true. 'Cause you're gonna walk a long, hard road. I saw it.
Oh, yeah? Well, you got to tell me then.
Please, tell me what you know.
Just listen to me. Acting a crazy old lady. It's the chems, you see. They give old Mama Murphy
It's
the
always
sight.
the Kims.
Been that way since I was a girl.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I can see a bit of what was
Mhm.
and what will be.
Mm-hmm.
And even what is
Wow.
right
The
now.
The future, the present.
And right now, I can see there's something coming. Drawn by the noise and the chaos.
Oh, yeah?
And it is angry.
What is it, Mama Murphy?
What is
Come on.
it? Mama Murphy, I need more. Please.
And we did it again.
See. I see. Oh. It's horrible, kid. Claws and teeth and horns. The very face of death itself.
Gosh.
That's all I can manage. That's all. I need to rest now.
Yeah, you.
You have a job to do.
Yeah. You rest. Take care of that crazy. Okay? Take care of that crazy.
The Minutemen were supposed to protect us.
Excellent.
Garvey promised. He promised.
Oh God, why? Why? It's not fair. It's not fair.
Okay. All right, good.
You're with the rescue team?
All right, let's hit that up. That plan.
Personal log.
Excellent.
United States day after that, Flaherty and Canoa were shot by some scared, desperate survivors.
All right, let's see. There. Anything? Nothing. All right, now. Even if, and then right here, our armor training. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
There you are.
all right, you have discovered a power armor training holotape. This holotape does not teach you how to wear power armor. Only a trained instructor can show you how to operate the frame and the systems. There are reports of a soldier near Bunker Hill who can provide proper training to wear. Once trained, this holotape will boost your skill and effectiveness. Collect more holotapes to gain greater mastery. This holotape alone does not grant the ability to wear power armor. So, so again, what it is, and in my, like I said, it is a slap in the face to the whole point of the game, right? Because the whole point, the whole point of the game is to grab the power armor. You see, strength of 8 is required to rip minigun off Bird. The power armor was supposed to allow you to get this minigun. Now you don't have the minigun. Okay. Um, we can look in here and say, okay, well, at least I'm gonna, you know, I can take this opportunity to say, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to kind of try to shoot.
Wait, something's...
Shoot everyone I can.
How did you get down here? The two of my boys have... You're waiting, asshole!
Try not to die here.
Come on, I got places to be!
Stop moving.
Something over here. Guess it was nothing.
So,
Come on, I got places to be!
so what we're gonna do is we're trying to fight these guys. Not die up here.
See that?
We can't jump. So we're gonna go back inside.
They must have thought better of taming them with us.
So nothing we can do. So this has got to kick off.
Let's get this over with.
Kirby. Ow. 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 Bandage. Right, now you see how counter that is? Now I can put the gun away. Shoot. Oh, shoot. I don't think I have it. Please. Reduces heavy. Just hit this over.
What the fuck was that? Where'd the little bitch go?
What's that? Hold on. That's not cool. That's not I think that's about as healed up, as
Oh, I
we're
know
gonna
you're
get.
here. I'll find you.
Do I have anything else?
I think I got something over here.
We're gonna see if this helps us a little. Let's,
Did you see that? We've got company.
Fucking coward.
there's somebody.
Damn it, where are you?
Holster your weapon. Am I healing? My weapon's holstered. Because we got to get down now, right? Because
These are our lives you're playing with. Are you listening to me?
it's our lives. Living life. So we will see. So it said we're fed. So again, why are we fed right now? Because we have a weapon also, right? So that means we can't if we eat with the weapon out like we were trying before. Does that? So right now, my argument would be that doesn't work for you. Yeah, a lot around here, not a whole lot around. Switching. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully he runs away. Or he takes most of them out. Kidding me with this fucking bullshit with the the manual reload is, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. All right, it says I'm carrying too much. That should be just completely 100% BS, right? Let's go over here. All right, yeah, exactly. So why would you even give me that? All right, this weapon here is just gotta switch to this one right now. Not happy about it, but so we gotta get out. Put the weapon. And then hit it. Hit up. Hit up. Is that even? Well, bad. I think myself with the quick plot. The quick plot. Okay, obviously I'm not with the quick plot. Not sure why that is. Maybe because I don't need it. Well, I think I did, and it just didn't take. So right now there's nothing we can do. So there's nothing that actually, is that the one that heals us? Okay. Now, you are you starting to see a little bit of my confusion here? Because basically that one is supposed to be the one that takes the rats away. It's not supposed to actually heal us. And then here's the other thing that I'm saying. If you're in the middle of combat and say the healing is now started, but it's something we did already, think about the amount of time lapse between when we actually took whatever is causing the healing to happen now to when it actually started to work. So again, it's completely useless in combat. So, and then right now, as soon as we go out this door, I mean, we're going to be under heavy fire and we're going to die. All right, we got to go out this door because we got to run. But I'm going to take fire before I actually even spawn in to the area. And we'll be able to right now. He is. He is. As you can see, it just took my head off. Now, where did I last save? And if I tell you right now, I'm a freaking idiot if I didn't save when I got into cover. If I didn't save there, once I got into cover and got health, are you freaking kidding me? I didn't save when I got out there. Okay. What weapon have we got? All right. See, this is what I was talking about. I already took hits as soon as I was outside. As soon as I got outside, I started taking hits. That is nice. Okay, so that meant somebody was in the actual building upstairs. Because they shouldn't have, they can't shoot me through, well, you can shoot me through the walls if you want to try. But that's not the way the game works. Okay. See, now, I don't think they should be able to engage or start firing until we are in the weapon. That would have been smart. Let him defend. Somebody shot us inside. I'm gonna let him kill it. Who is inside and upstairs? Shot us. see what I'm saying? That is just awful. That is awful. Really? Are you kidding me? I didn't. We're learning the art. So, right off. Take this down. Right? Say. Instructions. Those guys. You don't want to be. And again, like I said,
Who's there?
don't care. Rat duty. And then look. Can't be nothing. Take that off of it. That off of it. That. Make sure. You're ready.
Okay. Cut the shit. Who is that?
Somebody's. Taking us out, sure. Let's do this. I go to pull the trigger, I jerk the thing to the side.
Why don't you just
Did he get me? He got me. Because I jerk the thing to the side every single time I go to do it. All right, hold on.
still kicking? Jesus!
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm still kicking. I'm still being stupid. Ooh. Nice. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. No way. They got him down enough that all I had to do was do that. What is really? not really anticipate making it all the way through. We're gonna do this one more time. Say maybe we're not gonna do it one more time because we no longer have the wife. The double. Feel like these two. I think we should. Do we leave the dog? What happened to dog meat? Is he stuck at like at the house? Not the not wait, where did we have that little incident where we're accidentally clicked on him?
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit
I'll have to.
fussing.
That was a pretty amazing display.
You think
I'm
so?
just glad you're on our side.
See that? See that every fucking time. Just makes you want to swear. Mm-hmm. All right. The good way. All right. Wait. All right. You guys gonna be okay?
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace safer. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
All right. Well,
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
all right.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it. And I know your pain.
You know my pain, huh?
Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Look, kid, I know how I sound. The sight, it's weird. And it ain't always clear. But your son's out there. And even I don't need the site to tell you where you should start looking.
Mm-hmm.
The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
Look, I'm working with nothing. Come on.
Please, Mama Murphy. I'm working from nothing. I need more.
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The site will paint a clearer picture.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually.
Everybody
We're
knows
gonna
what
need
happens
the
from here.
site.
So what we're gonna
My
do is
new
we're gonna
friend here, she's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right,
and
folks. Thanks to our friend here,
we're
it's
gonna
safe
let
to
it
move
go.
out.
We're gonna move
We're heading
to
for
the
that
next,
place Mama Murphy knows
you
about.
know,
Sanctuary.
next
Not
episode.
far.
We're gonna
She knows about
quickly
it?
try to
You mean she had
build
one of
up
her visions while she
Sanctuary
was
real
stoned out
quick,
of her gourd?
and
now
then
you
set
want
off.
us to just head out
Right?
on another
Yeah,
wild
there'll
goose
be two
chase
things
based
we
on
need
no
to
better
do.
plan than
Right?
Mama
One
Murphy
is
saw it?
first
Oh,
introduction
hold on,
of
hold
the
on.
mission for
Everybody
the
just
Minutemen.
take it easy.
Second,
We're
we'll
all in
get
this
Evan,
together,
right?
So Marcy,
I
got
got
a
a
better
feeling
idea
that
of
we
what we
told the
should do
dog to
next?
stay, and so he's sitting at one of
anybody?
the places we stopped at,
Well then,
and accidentally
Sanctuary
clicked
it
on him
is.
at that place.
Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
So we'll
Come
bump
on,
into dog
June, it's
meat
time
here
to
soon.
go.
But guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. All right, peace.